Okay, I'm feeling a big Parramatta win, folks. I'm feeling the Parramatta Eels at CommBank Stadium to open up round 10 of the National Rugby League. I think they get the victory. Matt Dury has been added to the bench in the place of Sam Tuivati. In the only change from last week, Brendan Hands, he's among the reserves, not yet to come back, but I tell you, he's doing a great job in the number 9. That is the former Panther, Riley Smith. For the Dolphins, good news and bad news. A double boost in the forward. Felice Kafusi, Kurt Donahue are back. Mark Nichols back to the bench. Orland Keeley drops to the reserves. But the big one for me, Jeremy Marshall-King is out. So he's out of the clash. Kurt Donahue, who comes straight into the starting side at number 9. And they are still without, who I think is also a significant out, they're still without the man that beat called Psycho Plath. Maxi Platt's still out. So he's a big out considering that there is no Jeremy Marshall-King. That is the Parramatta Eels taking the Dolphins. I will be tipping Parramatta, let me tell you that much. Knights take on the Titans. The Knights found the groove, found some points last week. McDonald Jones Stadium will have the call live. If you're heading out to the game, click on the SEN app, click on Stadium. We get the call live. Adam Blair will join us for the call. Scopey's going to be there. Myself are looking forward to this call with the Knights taking on the Titans. We'll also have the call, by the way, of Parramatta and the Dolphins on Thursday night with Jimmy and the team. Rightio, where do we land here, Bears Head?
Oh, geez, you're turning me off.
Sorry, mate.
The Knights, as per program last week. So they broke their losing streak, and so Adam O'Brien, or AOB as I like to call him, has decided to keep the same side. Titans, I'm not even going to look at the team because I can't tip them.
No.
I just can't tip them.
No.
Although one of my favourite players is back, Jaden Campbell is back. Hopefully, maybe he might be inspire them. Maybe David Fafita, unavailable because he doesn't want to play on the left side. No, he wants to play on the left side, not on the right side. He's unavailable because of the ongoing ankle complaint. But I just can't tip the Titans anymore.
Yeah, the only caveat here is they must be desperate. I'll tell you why, because both Campbell and Jojo Fafita were not named to come back this week. They're expected to come back the next week or two, so they must be desperate. They're ushering him back into the side. The other thing you need to consider is, which I'll be tipping the Knights like you, Brian, but they've got a win already over them this year, and it was a comfortable win.
Yes.
13-pluser, I think it was. Yeah, but that was up there at Seabus.
And they were battling,
Yep.
Titans, but look at this team. I say it every week. Tino, Baby Feet, Cleese RCG, Sam Verrills, Fodawaker. We've got Origin
good pack.
It's a great pack for whatever reason.
Most of that pack would start in the majority of teams anywhere else, wouldn't they? Most of that starting pack.
Yeah.
A lot of the team, in fact, would.
There's potentially 3 Origin players in that team. Sure, with
What's doing?
Fodawaker, Fermor, and Tino.
What is doing?
And AJ.
Oh, I'm saying the pack.
The pack,
Yeah. Keep going.
You know
up
they
the
need to do one year, the Gold Coast Titans. This will never happen, of course.
With
But
the Seagulls
given the fact there's no success in any code on the Gold Coast, just relocate them somewhere else. Just for 12 months.
We're giving up.
And just work out, is it the actual lifestyle? Like Beak reckons it's too easy, the lifestyle. Because they just don't win in any code up there, do they?
Christchurch, a year, new stadium. Get them down the South Island, see if they can...
I don't believe that. Newcastle's got a wonderful lifestyle as well.
But then why so much of a sustained lack of success?
Oh,
Yeah. Not in the AFL, not in rugby league. Why?
Soccer, no good.
Nothing.
What is it?
I don't know.
Don't know. Anyway, let's go to the next game.
But what about, boys, we waxed about Fletcher Sharp, but Safidi and Elliott last week, that pack was a lot better.
Yeah.
I felt like that was...
that was
pivotal in their losing streak as well.
And South were abhorrent.
Yes, and that too.
Oh, this is like the wife swap. So this is Wayne Bennett for South and Madge for the Broncos.
Oh, yes,
Both
it is.
against their former club, the wife swap of rugby league.
The X's.
There's a big in here, Latrell Mitchell, folks. He's got the number 1, and don't they desperately need that because there is still no Jack Whiten. Jamie Humphries, who you mentioned. In fact, this is not even my game.
You're stealing my thunder. No, it's all right. Hey, guess what, boys? Latrell is back. He's going to be captain. He's going to be fullback. Jamie Humphries, we haven't seen him for, nigh on 5-6 weeks. He's back from his hamstring injury. Saliva Havili lines up at hooker with Pete Mamazelis nursing an elbow injury. Jai Gray has been named on the bench despite leaving the field early last Saturday at Magic Round with his corked quad. Fletcher Myers comes into the starting lineup on the wing with Isaiah Tass shifting to the centres and Ewan Aiken moving to the second row. Joe Arrow comes from lock to prop. Tavita Totola drops to 18th man. Keon Kalonamatangi has been named in the front row. Like, this is the most changes and shuffling we've seen all year, guys. We need a true crime map to map out where everyone is and going and where they've come from.
Did you
Sean Kepi's going to the bench. Schuster is on the reserves.
Jai Gray is named at 14, but he looked crooked, didn't he?
Yeah, the quad.
He's not coming back if he's done the quad.
Well, their options. So if he's not playing, Lewis Dodd's there, Josh Schuster's there. Do you think it's Schuster over Dodd?
Schuster
If he's out,
yep.
Has Dodd been usurped there by Josh Schuster?
Yeah, I think Josh give Schuster a go. They need something to attack.
I tell you what, I reckon. I'm just going to last week's team sheet. I reckon there's been a couple of sneaky axings here by Coach Bennett, because I watching the replay. So every Monday I sit down and I go through all the tapes forensically.
Is that a Bruce?
Yes, it is.
Is that a research Bruce?
The research Bruce. The starting front row was Kepi and Totola.
Yeah, they were bad.
They were not great.
Totola was captain.
He was captain, and both are out of the 13. I think they've both been dropped.
Yes.
Both been dropped.
They missed some tackles.
So that's a big change for the Bunnies, Brian.
And the Broncos, gents. So Ezra Mann was the chat leading into today. It was come out earlier that he wasn't going to be playing. He'll be at South Logan. So instead of playing South, he'll be playing for South Logan this week in the Q Cup. Ben Hunt will partner Adam Reynolds in the halves. There's only one change on the bench. So Jaden Hunt drops out. Fletcher Baker, former Rooster, comes in.
Got the aftershave too, remember? We're talking about
Yes. Yeah, gents, this is a big one. Both teams on a slide, some longer than others. How do you see this out of core on Friday nights?
Wayne is going to need all his expertise to get him up for this game.
Yep.
Worst thing for them is Broncos played so bad. Really bad. And we had Adam Reynolds on Matty's show on Sunday. And I said, how will this week go? And he says, yeah, it'll be tough. They have a debrief. They have a recovery back at Red Hill, and then they watch the video after the game.
Do they?
Yep.
So you know what,
Sunday
right?
night.
I don't even do this with kids coaching, right? Straight after a game, don't talk to them. Their heads are off. Win, lose or draw, they're buggered. They're just, you don't need to address them straight after the game.
Yeah, we do.
Do you reckon?
It's good content.
You reckon? I just reckon let them go. Shower up, boys. We'll chat tomorrow.
Boys, I've got a thing. I looked at round 9's team sheet and round 10's team sheet. There's only 3 players from the starting 13 that are carrying the same number as what they had last week. So he's done quite the shuffle in that starting 13.
Wow.
10.
Wow.
10 number changes.
They were bad. Considering the Knights couldn't score points for the previous 5 weeks, and they put 30 on it.
He's really moved to a more agile pack, hasn't he? So Totola and Big Kepi, big boys. He's moved away to Arrow, Kalolmatangi, who's been playing on an edge. It's a much more nimble, swift forward pack.
But I worry up against the forward pack of the Bronx. Bronx will just punch holes through them.
Yeah.
Is Billy Walters playing? Yeah. Okay. Cromie.
Ooh.
Cromie. Anyway, don't worry about it.
I'll tell you what.
Billy Walters scores.
Crow.
Billy Walters will score maybe even 2. Anytime try scorer is a moral for 1, he's going to score 2.
Do you know what
he's just play through the middle.
My best bet in this game is we're on the same page. Payne Haas will score.
Give him a try as well.
Yeah, give him a try as well.
You're a rabbit hater.
No, I'm not a rabbit hater.
Dunny, is your rabbit hater?
Double.
Let's go to this game here, and I love this fixture because every time this fixture pops up, I can tell the yarn about, Mal Meninga, intercept, final play of his career, plonks the ball down after the game, Green's keeper, Chiriaco Mesha, rhyming slam for pressure, comes out, cuts out the piece of grass, takes it up to his parents' house, plants it in his parents' front yard. When the parents sell the thing, he says to the real estate agent, make sure you show him where Mal Meninga scored. And there you go.
Cool story, Hans.
Thank you.
You're back, Maestro.
Yeah, you got that one in.
Mate, I just threw this out to see if you had your head on. You did. Good boy.
Yes. Let's go, tourists. I'm waiting with
2v1.
Game of the year. Game of the year?
Yes.
Are we calling it right now? 2v1, Saturday, 3 p.m. up at Canberra, down in Canberra. Expected that this could be a sellout as well. Big crowd expected down GIO. No changes for the Raiders. They are going for the exact same team that beat the Storm in Golden Point. Corey Horsburgh, he left late with a HIA, but he has been named. They're looking to go 6 wins on the trot at home. Bulldogs, Matty Burton. He returns from suspension, number 6 jersey. So your boy, Bailey Hayward, He goes to the bench.
That's fine.
Jacob Preston has been named, but he has got the hearing tonight, 6 p.m. He is trying to downgrade. He's got 3 matches. Could go up to 4.
Ooh, risky.
Could
Real
put
risky.
Any chance of origin in doubt?
Well, he is if he gets 4 weeks. Chromie.
Oh, here we go.
If Jacob Preston gets off tomorrow's headline at the back, hey presto.
Ah, beauty.
Oh, hang on.
WGD.
Oh, this is the game.
Yep.
Ricky Stewart v number 13. Just going
Upstream.
It's weak gutted
I've had
dog
history with that
person.
kid. I know that kid very well. He was a weak-gutted dog as a kid, and he hasn't changed now. He's a weak-gutted dog person now.
Weak gutted dog person. You got to add the person in at the end.
Does he score a meat pie? He did last time.
GDP.
Down there.
He did.
He did last time.
Oh, this is going to be good.
This is good.
This is the best. This is the best
Game of the
game of the year so far.
What a
Have you,
game.
have you
Storylines
seen? Have you seen what's been going on social media at
Oh, tell
Magic
me.
Round? So Stick's gone out to check the field, and he's walking around, and someone on the sideline just goes, "Raggy, Salmon's a weak gutted dog person," and Sticky just looks up and gives him a bit of a wry smile.
And he goes, yeah, he is. The guy afterwards.
Oh, does he?
to Ricky, yeah.
Look, Ricky didn't say that, but the guy on the,
The guy,
camera
yeah.
did. Yes, yeah, absolutely right. What a game. What an absolute cracking game.
All on SEN, boys, 3 p.m. Tune in. Saturday League kickoff from 10. Crunch time, 12.
gonna be-
Coverage at 2. Get
Day-
around the wireless or the app.
Day game. It's a day
Oh,
game.
yep.
It kicks us
Sold
off
out.
at 3 o'clock. Sold out.
3,000 tickets left
Hope it's
at
sunny.
the moment.
Hope it's sunny.
Are the Brumbies playing?
Tuesday.
Brumbies,
Oh, who
they'll be
cares?
there.
Ah, okay.
They'll be there. But they're playing at
Away game.
Monica.
All right, Loco. There's a Loco joining the Dragons, folks. This is good news. This kid's been 18th man for a number of weeks now, but the number 17, this young firebrand, Loco Pacifici Tonga. He's going to be the number 17 for the Dragons, comes into the side. So we wish this young man all the best on his debut at the age of 19. They've got some good young kids coming through. So this forward pack really, look, you've got Toby Couchman, Dylan Egan, Hamish Stewart, and now on the duty bench, you've got Loco Pacifici Tonga. So Dragons fans, I think you can get a little bit excited about this young man.
Guilty.
Lachlan Ilias is listed among the reserves. He had a 2-try effort in New South Wales Cup last weekend. Do they stay with Lycan King Tonga?
Yeah.
They do. Okay. I'll tell you who's getting close. The rugby player, Nathan Lawson.
18th man. Yeah.
18th man. So he must be close as well. We're talking about potential homes for Dom Young. Dragons are pretty right. So they've got they've got Nathan Lawson sitting there. They've got Finau Latu sitting there. They've got coming back very soon is Christian Tuipulotu. But the wingers this week, Sloan and Corey Allen, Brian.
Corey Allen, who I thought was a different Corey Allen,
Yes.
because when I saw him on the field, it looks nothing like the former Rooster Dog Origin player, Corey Allen.
Yep.
Something's happened to him.
Longer hair, got the mo.
Mate, but he's bulked up.
He's bulked up.
Massive.
He is. As for the Warriors, Dallin Watenies-Lesniak, I think you'll find he scored 4 once at Wynn Stadium. He's been named for his first game of the season after fracturing and dislocating his wrist during the preseason. So first game of the year for DWZ. The abbreviated name's coming back. Kurt Capewell shifts from the back row to the centre in place of Rocco Berry. And forward Jake Laban returns from concussion from the bench. Ed Cozzy is out with a shoulder injury. So that's a big game. The Dragons taking on the Warriors. Looking forward to that one there. Righto, we move to, this is a big game. Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Again, it's must-win for the Panthers, Fletch, but it's must-win because, like, yes, you got to win your games, but you most certainly have to win the games with those teams you might have to take points from. Cowboys will be in the hustle for top 8. You've got to take points off them. Big game.
Yes, Sammy McIntyre, he's in lock. So Ruben Cotter, he got that. Yeah, he's had a couple of these now. With the careless tackles. He better watch himself because, as we know, it's all about the loading. And the Panthers, guess who's back? Back again. Brian To'o is going to be on the pick and sting. And Mitch Kenny is back. Schneider, he's back. Tommy Jenkins, who I thought he had a pretty good game. That's his best game he's had in first grade for the Panthers.
Tough love from Ivan.
Yeah, now he's gone. So he's on to the interchange. And Luke Summerton and Maverick Geyer drop out. They're going up there. It's going to be nice and warm. They need to win this one, don't they?
Oh, Brian, this team here, it looks like a premiership winning team. Well, this Luron Patea can play. Do you reckon it does?
No.
You don't think so? Edwards, Alamotti, Tungor, Garner, To'o, Talangi, Cleary. Maybe they need another centre there. Maybe Dom Young. could go on the wing, and maybe Alamotti could push to the centres potentially. Anyway, could that happen?
Are you tipping them this week? You tipping the Panthers?
I was actually going to tip the Cowboys, but I'm a bit worried about no Cotter.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm going to fell off the cliff last week. I was leading last week. Really worrying, but I dropped off. I only got 3 last week.
7 last week.
No, this week. Did you get 7 this week?
Yeah, missed the Bronx.
Game just passed.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I got 3. Dog shit.
Storm and the Tigers, Brooks.
Yeah, beware the bounce-back Tigers. I know they're playing well, but Storm off a loss can be dangerous. Bellamy has named the same 17. So Trent Loiero, he's still there. He's named at lock to start this game. Harry Grant remains sidelined with a hamstring injury.
Oh, no, Harry Grant still.
No Harry Grant, so the former Tiger. So there could have been Pappy, Stefano Utoikamanu playing his first game against the Tigers, and the loner, Harry Grant. Could have been in this game, but no, Bronson Garlick will be at lock.
What's he done with Stefano and Liero? Are they in the team?
Yes.
Okay.
He's kept the same team.
Garlick's at hooker, you mean?
Garlick's at hooker.
Yep.
Yep. And so it's the same 17 from the Raiders Golden Point loss. The West Tigers, pretty much the same here. They're looking good after big wins against the Sharks and the Dragons, naming the same 17. Brent Naden has been named in the centres despite leaving the field with a knee injury in Magic Round.
He's gone. He won't be playing.
Who's the options?
Saw him after the game. He's done his MCL.
Really?
Yeah, first time I met Brent Naden. He's a terrific bloke. I like him. We get him on the show.
Performed well. So who are you looking there off the reserves? Probably Fatape.
Yeah, or they put Tony Sooker's been 18th man for a while. Maybe they put Jack Bird at the centres.
That's the benefit.
He did defend really well against Veldust.
It's good having Jack Bird there for these sort of situations where he can play in the centres as 5'8", lock wherever you need him. So big one down at Amy Park, boys. Tigers win streak or bounce back Storms?
Ooh.
To meet Melbourne down there after a loss.
Stormy.
Mate, you know what? It feels like every time they play in Melbourne, Pappenhausen scores, Coates scores, and Katoa scores. Like they just find a way on the team sheet. Seagulls and the Sharkies. This is a cheeky big game. Big game. These are two of the teams who, one of these could go on a run at the end of the year and maybe sneak into the back end of the top 4. It's a massive, massive game, Tourist.
Sunday, 4 p.m. kickoff. 2 big returns for the Seagulls. Firstly, Jason Saab, he is back on the wing. And your New South Wales Blues captain, Jake Trbojevic, he returns for the game, which means Tommy Talau and Ethan Bullimore, they shift to the interchange bench. For the Sharks, just one change to the team that beat the Eels. Daniel Atkinson joins the bench in place of Sifasika Talakai, who's out with concussion. Jaden Barrell is the new 18th man. I know Brooks is very happy to see Daniel Atkinson get some game time with a big move to the Dragons coming next year.
Well, it's funny because he hasn't really got much time in the halves this year. And you've signed him as probably one of your stars next year to be, in your halves, your halfback. Or what, would he be 5'8", wouldn't he?
But Nico did the same thing from Melbourne, didn't he? Nico
was coming off the bench.
Hadn't played a lot of starting games before going to the Sharks.
What's happened to Teague Wilton? Is he
He's been out injured.
Yeah, but is he out? Is it long term?
No, I don't think so.
Well done.
I'll get that for you, Brian. I think he's maybe a couple of weeks away. Okay. Good player.
Great
Good player. I'll tell you who
player.
lucky they won last week. Jesse Colloon. He got sin binned and then he's laughed his head off coming off. I don't think the coach would like that.
What was he laughing his head off?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe just at the opposition, but lucky they won the game.
Yeah, Fitzy wouldn't have liked that.
Bit of ACDC for Teague Wilton.
Okay, so that's
AC joint.
That's to the pilot medical update.
It's not wrong.
It's not wrong. I'm just reading it.
Who are we tipping there? But I'm going to the Sharks.
Battle of the Beaches, Brookie. Manly in a close one.
Oh, you know what? I was all over the Sharks because I thought
I think Sharks as well.
Because they're without Paseka, who's out for an extended period. They're without. Is Aloye out as well?
Yeah, still out.
Aloye's still out, and I thought they were out without Spud's young bloke, Ethan Bluemore.
Yeah,
the young Spud Carroll. I thought he was out, but
he's on the bench.
He's going good.
Bitcoin's on the bench.
He's still not signed.
Is he not?
Is he not signed? Let's go to
Sammy
saying he's not signed.
Not signed.
He's a good player.
Sleazy.
Mate, he's made a lot of line breaks, hasn't he, through the middle, Bullimore?
Yeah, he scored a double, almost a triple.
Yep.
He also is studying university. He gave me a share tip.
Oh.
What was the share tip?
It was his company, wasn't it?
No, he told me my sneaky little one.
Insider trading?
That's not insider trading. He doesn't work for them.
No.
He just does his due diligence. It'll come to me in a second, and I'll spread it because our tips are rank. So we've decided to do share tips.
Okay.
Is this? Do I have to say chances are you about to lose on share tips? Do you have to
So
guess?
don't be fooled by those who say they have a sure thing.
Yeah.
There's always a catch. to it.
There's always a catch.
Well
but
done, Maestro.
There's always a catch. Share tips. Is this like Sugar?
No.
You're involved in this game.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Share tips. Do I have to say chances are you're about to lose?
Well, you know what? It's better to say it than not say it, I think, Brian. Chances are you're about to lose.
I'm not saying it.
1300 01 1170.
What was that
I'm not
about?
saying it.
Lundos says this too, by the way, around my Cherry Mesher story. I see some upside in it, but I haven't quite nailed it yet. He says, Sugar, the launch story with Cherry Arco was shithouse on debut, and it hasn't improved. It needs to play in reserve grade for the rest of the season. Okay, you're probably right, Lundy. You're probably right. If they do meet in the grand final, though, I will be bringing it back out. What, you're still here? Well, you can see more on the Joel and Fletch socials and catch us live on SEN Radio, you beautiful humans.